Hi, this is Mrs. Rutchling. Welcome to Chapter 14. There are several ways to test the pH. You probably are familiar with pH paper. There is blue litmus paper that will turn red if there's an acid. There is red litmus paper that will turn blue for a base, and I always remember blue basic. And then there's also multicolored, where you just put a drop of the sample on and you can compare it and see what color it turns. You want to take your stirring rod, dip it into your solution, and then touch the paper. That way you are not contaminating your solution. You can also use a pH meter. That tests the voltage, and since we're talking about ionization, the amount of current that is conducted will be calculated to pH. This is very accurate. They have to be calibrated, but they are simple to use. A pH curve is also called a titration curve. When there is a titration and the values are plotted, the volume of the titrant is across the bottom and the pH is on the y-axis. There is a very gradual change in pH until you get close to the equivalence point, and then it shoots up. It is very easy to overshoot the equivalence point, and so when you start to see the pH rise, you want to add drop by drop until you get to your equivalence point. Notice the data for this curve. At 99.99 milliliters, the pH was 5.3. At 100, it jumped to 7, which is the equivalence point of a strong acid and a strong base. Then when 1/100th of a milliliter was added, it jumped to 8.7.